Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be a divine feminine reading. I already posted the masculine reading, so I'm curious to see what comes through for the divine feminine. I know my energy is just on fire. A few of the divine feminines that I've been talking to throughout the week, we're all feeling this very powerful, high vibration energy. A lot of us are kind of in alignment with our purpose, which I feel has created like this massive shift. And I feel a lot of us are coming into unlimited abundance. So I wanted to pull into the feminine's energy separate. We're going to start off today by using the Rose Oracle deck, so the Thorn. And this is where we're kind of all being asked, divine feminine, to really protect our energy and to instill those firm boundaries. I do feel clear communication is coming for many of the divine feminines. So we are kind of being asked to say yes. This is what we prayed for. This is what we asked for. And we've been expanding through all of the extremities throughout the years on this clearing journey. So trust, because our creations are coming into manifestation. This is the right time to reap that harvest. So I feel it's kind of time for many of the divine feminines to celebrate, to open up and say yes, because that blueprint is coming full circle. And we are taking the next steps necessary to create heaven on earth right now. So a lot of Sophia codes have been being transmitted when it comes to our cosmic intelligence, our spiritual wisdom, and creating our destined life. So big energy. So a lot of Christ conscious activations, and we are kind of just being asked to surrender to the mystery of the journey right now, because we have healed the lineage of all of the women that came before us, and this is what we came for. This is what we're here for. So a lot of soul call energy too. So we do need to remember we are all in different timelines. So depending on where you're at, you might just be feeling this inner call right now to be led into this mystical living energy. So a lot of Sophia codes, and I do feel we are in this pre-union energy, and we do need to protect our energy. We do need those boundaries in place. And compassion is going to be needed, because I feel a lot of the masculines are going through a period of humility as part of their humanitarian mission. So let's jump in, divine feminine, and see what messages need to come through for the divine feminine collective. So releasing. We've gone through this intense transformation, this death and this rebirth, and all of these massive changes as part of this shedding journey. So release any fears and trust that the soil is ripe. There's unseen help arriving. There's all kinds of divine support when it comes to the spiritual community as we kind of fully step into our mystic healing devotion as part of our humanitarian mission. So the crowning, I feel your blessings are coming forward. We've gone through this intense birthing energy, and it's kind of time to take that seat at the head of the table, divine feminine. It's time to take that seat at the head of the table. So we're transitioning out of all of these old karmic cycles. We've embraced this change. We've stepped into growth. We've stepped into humility, devotion, and compassion. And I feel we're returning to a state of innocence and inner wholeness. A lot of us have done a lot of deep shadow work when it comes to this inner child healing. And we've honored our inner mother, our inner child, and we've embraced this journey with tenderness and gentleness. And this is creating this rapture energy. So get ready for the masculine to return devoted to this romantic connection. And I feel get ready to experience a lot of ecstasy and pleasure, because it's the budding of the promise that we made. And yes, it is about to happen. Divine feminine union is coming. So keep going. We are preparing to return to each other because we've done enough heart healing when it comes to these repressed emotions that have surfaced. It's time to reconnect. And it's kind of time to bring all of these creative inspiration ideas into the collective. Many of us are writers. We're channels of spiritual energy. We're artists. And it's kind of time to embrace this soul alignment. And the divine masculine is coming in for that state of harmony, because the blueprint activation is in full force as we reach that highest resonance. So let's grab some priestess of light energies, miracles. Get ready for a miracle. I know many times on the journey I prayed and I cried, I need a miracle. I need a miracle. Send me a miracle. And so the more we tap into our clairvoyance and our creative inspiration, and we master interpreting the visions and the energies that we're receiving, that is when we can manifest that unlimited abundance. I think get ready to receive fortune, wealth, aplenty for the divine feminine. You were shown the truth, and now everything is coming to fruition. So I think a lot of blessings, a lot of abundance coming for the divine feminine in the energies this weekend. So let's see what else needs to come through with the priestess of light for the divine feminine collective. Know that you are held, and that unseen support is coming. So, oh, bottom of the deck was abundance again. On the floor, we get the guide card. Oh, and bright heart light. So get ready for a restoration within this connection. So 21 card is, you know, the world. I think the pathway forward is completely illuminated at this point in time. And we did agree to come here to heal Mother Earth, to heal Mother Gaia, and embracing this giving and receiving of healing energy when it comes to stepping into unlimited abundance. So many of the feminines are ready to embrace the wings of the angels, because we are becoming something brand new. We're shedding the past. We're stepping into unlimited abundance, and there's going to be a miracle coming in very soon, because it's kind of time to reap that harvest. So embrace the sacredness of where you are at. There's a lot of illumination coming in for many of the divine feminines about what the next right actions are on the journey, and miracles are around the corner as we do prepare to reap these union harvest miracles. So miracles, without a doubt, a lot of illumination as we kind of gather for this big blessing when it comes to all of this ancient wisdom that is being restored. So we're kind of embracing our life force energy right now, divine feminine, and I do feel we've summoned the masculine to come forward with that communication. You know, we're resonating at that highest frequency, and I do feel we've summoned the masculine forward for this great achievement. So I feel the portal is awakening the divine masculine's higher consciousness, his infinite mind, when it comes to rising like the phoenix and embracing the sacred union. So let's jump in with some spiritual journey oracle messages. Oh my God, yes, twin soul. And this is a connection that we agreed to incarnate with this lifetime when it comes to breaking free from these old patterns, breaking free from the matrix and all false foundations in order to break free from all of these illusions of the mind. So a lot of the feminines have evolved beyond these old patterns. We've released all of these destructive habits, and we've reevaluated our path moving forward, and we've embraced this deeper existence. And so it's this deep awareness of this complexity between the twin souls as we strip away all of these outdated beliefs. We faced our fear, we shattered those illusions, and now it's time to simply experience the divinity that we came here to embrace. So there's going to be a major pivot point coming up for the divine feminine. We're at this fork in the road where we're going to have to make a substantial decision. Many of us have been in the void, in that gap in space and time, while these universal energies work below the surface, as we've been working to call in other like-minded souls that are rejuvenating our energy. So we're coming out of the void. There's a major pivot point. And right now, your biggest hurdle, I think, is offering forgiveness to the masculine, because I feel he's going through upheaval, and you're kind of being asked to hold that space and to rest and to nourish your mind and your body and to just keep shining that light. Just keep shining that light, divine feminine. Rest. Honor the sacredness of your mind, your body, and your soul, and rest. So as you shine your light, it is assisting the masculine as part of this awakening that he's recently experienced with all of this upheaval. And you're right. You've been sensing this shift. You've been feeling the masculine coming in for that reconciliation as all of this kind of works below the surface. So we're stepping into our light worker missions is what I'm feeling. And right now we just need to surrender. Surrender is a big, big message, and just keep shining that light onto humanity, divine feminine. And meditation is really going to help you with these potent energies, especially with that Scorpio full moon eclipse coming up in a few days. So meditation and stay centered. Yeah, because the masculine is drawn to you for this renewal, this revival, this rebirth, and wants to spend time with you. So beautiful energies coming through for the divine feminine. And this karmic lesson has reached a level of completion is what I'm feeling. Major completion, clarity, crystal clear clarity, and releasing any fear about that face-to-face. I know many of us go into the soul shock when we cross paths with our counterpart because of the trauma of all of these past lives that we've shared. And the energy is very tricky, and I feel we're going to have to navigate carefully when it comes to that face-to-face. But the masculine is preparing to come and see you, whether it's going to be, you know, him getting on an airplane and long distance traveling towards you, or he's getting in his car and he's coming towards you. He wants that face-to-face, and he wants to fix what's broken. And I do feel he's dealing with a lot of self-worth issues, inadequacy issues at this time. And he's never been able to forget you. So he knows there's a deep attachment here. And the two of you, your hands fit together. Hand in hand, we will walk together. This is a sacred partnership. It is about Christ consciousness. Whenever I see this card, I always think of like the footprints in the sand and the story of Jesus Christ walking beside us. And that is the power of Christ we all have within us. So I feel as the masculine closes out this karmic cycle, he's navigating carefully through some fear. When it comes to self-worth and inadequacy issues, he's been watching you. He's not been letting you know he's been watching you. I always hear that song, I Wear My Sunglasses at Night, with that card. So definitely big changes on the horizon. And the masculine is facing all kinds of obstacles to get him unstuck. And there's a lot of emotions coming up. So maybe recently you've had a birthday or there was a special occasion that really triggered an awakening for the divine masculine. I also feel on or around the next holiday. So in Canada here, it's May 2-4 weekend, the weekend after the full moon. There might be like a visit or a reach out, because right now the masculine's very emotionally vulnerable when it comes to that ending in the karmic relationship, preparing to seize this new opportunity with you. So if you're playing into any fear-based energies, you're likely mirror reflecting the fear that your counterpart is going into with this rebirth energy. I feel like they're a newborn baby in the corner, scared, navigating through some challenges as you kind of step into that highest frequency. So let's grab some tarot, divine feminine. I'm going to use the tarot of the divine. Healing, wishes being granted. We're stepping into ultimate fulfillment because we've healed. We've healed our heart. And as we heal our heart, the divine masculine is able to go through the awakening. So it's like a gathering, a union for sure. And wishes are being granted. It's like you've prayed for this moment for the masculine, to have this rebirth. And we're definitely healed is what I'm feeling. So let's get recent past energies for the divine feminine. We're going to keep it kind of similar to the masculine's reading. Recent past, 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands. So that final internal battle between the head and the heart, when it comes to releasing any resistance to these unions. So the ego seeks to divide and the heart seeks to unify. So that final clearing of the ego in the head space when it comes to the battle between the head and the heart was recent past energy. Current energy, we got the 2 of Wands and the Knight of Coins. So big pivot point, big decision being made. And what is it that you want to put the work into when it comes to planning for the future, because we're kind of in this very balanced temperament. A lot of healing. I feel we've gone through this healing journey, so a lot of blending of the energies when it comes to this crossroads and doing the next legs. So potential outcome, well, we're blocking the masculine if he comes in that Knight of Wands energy. We're not taking him back if he's in that player energy, because we're a queen. We're passionate. We're visionary leaders. And I also feel the masculine is going to be blocked from coming forward until he transforms his player ways. So there is this death energy surrounding the masculine when it comes to these inconsistencies, his player ways, and you're rising above that fray. And I feel he is coming in for that offer. He wants wish fulfillment with you. He's definitely winding down the completion. We got 999, 9 of cups, 9 of coins, 9 of wands, page of wands. So yeah, he's coming in with an offer, and it's going to be very small at first. I think he's going to be like testing the waters, because he's not sure how he's going to be received, is kind of what I'm feeling. And so I feel like rounding the completion. I also feel you're kind of like very grounded, very stable, very single, about to reap all of the rewards of your hard work. And definitely your wishes are being granted. Everything you've prayed for is coming, and we've healed that core chiron wound, and we're clearing all of these karmic soul contracts with the snake. So a huge release of the 5 of swords and the devil, and there you go. There's that empress energy. So we're birthing this reality. This is the rising of the sisterhood of the rose, and a huge release of all of this past manipulation, all of these karmic contracts, the entanglements. There's a huge release, because the divine feminine is birthing the sisterhood of the rose, and we're done with these old mindsets, these old patterns, breaking free from restrictions, illusions of the mind, and that's bringing in an offer from your counterpart, the King of Wands and the Emperor. So yeah, definitely a union energy, and the sun is about to rise again, and we are entering into these beautiful divine partnerships, sacred marriages, sacred union, and we're manifesting ultimate abundance. We're releasing all of this ancestral burdens that we've carried of being left out in the cold, lack mentality, victim mentality. We're putting the past to bed. It's time to release this burden once and for all, to embrace these changes and to move towards healing. So your divine counterpart is standing in the light of truth, and he's about to rise like the phoenix and come forward with an offer, a solid offer, as that committed partnership, as that equal, as that leader, as that father figure, because you have embraced profound transformation. And I feel a lot of the feminines are working very closely with Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. There's a lot of loving abundance surrounding the feminine this weekend as the masculine goes through this rebirth, this rising from the ashes like the phoenix, definitely maturing. We go from the page to the knight to the king. So big lessons being learned, a lot of accelerated energies. And I don't think it's like you're blocked from the masculine going through this transformation, because you're in that flame, you're ignited, you're passionate. And so true pair, visionary leaders, running an empire together and manifesting these new earth energies. Wishes are being granted is what I'm feeling for many of the divine feminines in the energies this weekend. And I have tingles on this side of my face, which would be the feminine side. So that's a confirmation. That's a yes. Let's get a couple last messages for the feminine. We're going to grab from the Crystal Stone deck and see what other messages need to come through for the divine feminine with these energies. Big shifts. I've been feeling it all week. So connect to your star being, connect to your higher self. I think there's a lot of spiritual energy being conducted within the collective. It's like you're the divine masculine's meteorite, like you're his kryptonite. And I feel the energy is really pulsating as the feminine aligns with this truth and prepares for that conversation, because we are ascending onto our rightful throne. Get ready. The masculine is suiting up in his armor. He knows this is a deep past life connection, and I'm being shown Leo, the lion, the lion tribe, the prophecy of the lion tribe of Judah, the rising of the tribe, and I feel we're clearing all of these ancient Egyptian timelines. We're clearing the Old Testament. We're clearing the age of Pisces. Many of us are high priests and high priestesses, and we're manifesting the golden age of Aquarius. So I feel a lot of the feminines, when you walk into a room, people feel that royalty that you emanate, and the masculine can see you clearly now, and he's coming back on bended knee, because we are ascending into our rightful positions of authority for these new earth energies as these new earth leaders. And the masculine is coming in on bended knee, because the feminine, I feel, it has completely aligned with wholeness. And anything stagnating is getting completely eclipsed out of your life. And the masculine is coming in. He's done playing into spilling all of this blood with the karmic contract. He's done being stuck. And something about the full moon is pulling the masculine from out of the shadows into your presence as you come into alignment. Big, big things are happening, because we are manifesting our dreams into our reality. We're receiving these rainbow blessings, divine feminine, and we are rewriting our destiny code. And so as we come into that balanced Libra energy, the masculine is kind of forced to release this chronic indecision. The deadline is now for these unions on the horizon, and it's decision time. It is decision time when it comes to rewriting our destiny. So I feel, get ready for the masculine to come in and swallow that pride. He's definitely going through an awakening, and the energy is very conducive to that for sure, as all of these crystalline body activations come into full fruition when it comes to releasing all of these tired gray thought patterns from our ancestral lineage, and recognizing that it's kind of time to act on our dreams. So it's deadline. It's deadline time. It's death sentence time for the masculine. When it comes to this vision board that we're here to create for these new earth energies. So I think the masculine is freaking out, because the feminine stepping into rewards, recognition, accomplishment, and he's feeling very crushed right now, because the karmic contract has extinguished his creativity, has extinguished his dreams, and he's calling on you to help him put stress in its place. So dream big, divine feminine. We are navigating very carefully through this desert energy right now, and we've set these new goals. We're coming into center. We're coming into balance. So you really need to call upon your fiery ancient energy as we go through this breakthrough energy, and instill all of these burning desires into our physical reality. So a lot of us, we find it very hard at the beginning of the journey to find our get up and go after the masculine has ghosted us. And this is where we learn to magnetize the masculine back to us. So the masculine's been in a deep, long winter, dreading this conversation. And when the feminine stops giving chase to the masculine, that is when love and money and joy come forward in unlimited abundance. So success is coming for the divine feminine, for those that have applied themselves and have unabashedly gone after their purpose and their mission and their dreams and started chasing goals instead of the masculine. We're powering up, we're leveling up, and we're kind of shining our light very, very brightly, which is really highlighting this melancholy in the masculine's life, this rut, this funk, and he's getting ready to take a risk, to take a gamble, because he's hell-bent on getting out of the gutter and doing what is right. I think as we align, the masculine faces a self-identity crisis, and he's going through a major wake-up, a major cleanup, and he's getting ready to reshine himself to come in and, hit the mark with you. It's hitting the mark. So I think the masculine's feeling like a moving target right now. And as you find your center, the masculine comes forward in your outer world. So there's a major, major karmic reset taking place in the energies as the feminine really claims back her sovereignty and her space. This creates the physical space clearing in the masculine's life when it comes to these unwanted contracts and negative vibes. And all of those toxic energies are piecing out this weekend is what I'm feeling. So get ready for some triggers though, because the masculine's on your guest list this weekend is what I'm feeling. And he's releasing that sleeping state, a reactivation of the solar plexus. So he's getting that boost of masculine energy, just saying, that he needs when it comes to bringing forward an offer. He's releasing that shrouded dark matter. He wants to take you away on a weekend getaway, and he's ready to go with his heart. He's ready to open up his heart, and he's been begging the universe to tell him what the hell he needs to do next, because he knows it's time to do right by you. He hates his job. He hates his friends. He hates the karmic, and things are rapidly spinning us forward when it comes to this accelerated ascension journey. So you need to stay out of your head, Divine Feminine. This is clean slate energy. Discernment is going to help you decide what you need to focus on moving forward. But the DMs are coming forward with that request. They're coming forward with that request because they're breaking through these blocks. They're embracing self-discipline. They're ready to be the leaders of their life. They know it's time to live in the present moment with you. And the energy is prime for that open-hearted conversation. The energy is prime for these blissed out moments that the twins are here to share. So get ready for anything that's been put in your path as blocks to get knocked down. Whatever's been standing between you and this union is being broken apart, dismantled, completely leaving the divine masculine's mouth, because the divine masculine's mouth, the divine masculine's life. Actually, I was shown the masculine wanting to come in and kiss you. So get ready for a mouth to mouth, I guess. I don't freaking know, but it's like this primal life force energy releasing that overly dramatic situation, and the masculine wants to come in and speak clearly and calmly from the heart. He wants to be in your company. He wants to be in your company, and he's ready to speak that unspoken burning desire, because the passion and the fire is running hot, and he wants his heart's desires, which is you, and he wasn't listening in the past. So I feel following the map back to you, following the map back to you. As you reach a place of balance, that's when the masculine can make that important decision. This is a very precious time. And our time truly is limited on earth as human beings. And the masculine's heart is saying, hey, you're not listening to me. You know what your heart wants. Your mind is playing tricks on you. And he's getting ready to answer the call because he's being nudged drastically forward this weekend, guys. And that's what I got for a Divine Feminine check-in. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin soul reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.